Here we are with my Emperor Palpatine list that I brought to Wairfaire Weekend here in St. Louis, Missouri. And of course it starts out with Emperor Palpatine himself. He's been upgraded with aggressive tactics, battle meditation, and anger. He's surrounded by 4 Imperial Guard. They've been upgraded with the Electrostaff Guard and tenacity. And then my other special forces unit is this Scout Strike team with the DLT-19 X-Ray Sniper Rifle. Moving on to core, we have 1 unit of Snowtroopers. They've been upgraded with the T7 Ion Blaster. 2 units of Stormtroopers with the DLT-19 and 1 unit of Stormtroopers with the Medical Droid. And then we have a unit of Shore Troopers. They've been upgraded with the T21 Bravo Blaster Rifle and an Imperial Officer. And then lastly, we have as a detachment the Mortar. Altogether, it is 795 points, a fairly aggressive 5-point bid, and 9 activations. Getting ready to take on the CIS. Appearing for the first time on the channel, we have LJ Pena. LJ, what did you bring for us today?
I have some droids for you. We have my Separatist army, fresh from a Wairfaire Weekend here.
I see it has a token in the front.
It does. It did get a 2nd place during the painting competition this weekend. I cannot actually take credit for that. That is a friend of mine. His name is Yancey Walden. He's also from Southern California, like myself, and he painted the army. So he did a real good job, as you can see. We talked about what we wanted the colors to be, and we picked this pilot scheme. Kind of the whole point was that these are repurposed B1s that, as you can see, Sith Grievous there is stuck with and forced to fight with. So there's a little bit of a backstory there that we went with. But we've got Big G himself there leading the army with his pistol, tenacity, strict orders, and aggressive tactics. You've got 6 B1 squads, all with an extra B, 4 with the E5C, and 2 with the rocket. The rocket squads also have HQ uplink. Last but not least are the droidicas there in the back. You can see the unit leaders with a little bit of extra white on their heads to show them apart from the others. They've got linked targeting arrays, so they kind of round out the list and give it a little bit of heavier support.
Okay, so 9 activations, 800 points on the nose. That means you're going to be red player. And looking forward to it, so let's have a good game. As the blue player, these are my battle cards. We got Disarray, Major Offensive, Advanced Positions, Intercept the Transmissions, Key Positions, and Sabotage the Moisture Evaporators. And then Lim Viz, Rapid Reinforcements, and Hostile Environment. My first veto, LJ, is going to be for Disarray.
Alright. I kind of like the look of how things are working out at the moment, so I'm actually going to elect to pass.
Okay. I like some of my range firepower, so we're going to get rid of Limited Visibility.
I think I'm going to end by forcing Hostile.
Oh, my Snowtroopers, we're looking forward to that. Okay, so we're going to end up with Major Offensive, Intercept the Transmissions, and Hostile Environment. Alright, so let's do our board overview before we go for deployment. As you see, we have some sandbags in the board. Those are Cover 1 and Open, whereas the buildings made by our very own Max from woodpeckergames.de are all hardcover. The stands, however, are light cover, and you can see through them. Over here on the left, we got another building. Over in LJ's deployment zone, he has a hill, which is light cover, a river for no cover. You can move across freely when it comes to the little ford there. Otherwise, it is difficult terrain. And then those 2 fences, of course, are light terrain, are light cover, and open as well. They're pretty easy to climb over, even for droids. So with that, the mission, we have our 3 objectives here, as the rules prescribe. And we're going to go over my deployment first. I have my Royal Guard anchoring my right flank along with that Scout Sniper team. Got the Medical Droid along with his Stormtroopers, Emperor Palpatine, with my Snowtroopers, Shore Troopers, 2 other squads of DLT-19 Stormtroopers, and the Mortar. LJ, let's start over on your right, my left.
Sure, you've got a rocket B1 squad there kind of holding down the flank, and just a massive, massive wave of Bs as you go across from one side to the other. The E5Cs are all arranged in a row with another rocket squad ending. You've also got Grievous tucked away behind that building there, as it looks like you can see. And the Droidicas are holding down kind of the middle of the field there, facing the other end of the table.
Okay, so it is interesting because there's a lot of cover going from left to right here, so it's going to be a very interesting game. Lots of places to hide. It's going to be cagey, I predict. LJ Pena has a reputation for being cagey. We're going to put that to the test today. And so let's go turn 1, card draw. All right, so we are here at turn 1. You have your card picked out. I have my card picked out. I'm going to go with Given to Your Anger.
Ooh, I'm going to respond with standing orders.
All right, so that means I got priority. The Empire is done issuing its orders, with Emperor Palpatine entouraging the Imperial Guard over on the right, and then using battle meditation over here on the left to give it to the shore troopers who coordinate it to that mortar. And then using aggressive tactics, I got surges on all 3 units. LJ, you are about to issue your 4-pip card that can order 1 unit. Let's see how you do this.
Yep, so definitely want to show some of the glorious moves that you can make with droids, even with a 4-pip card. I'm going to go ahead and give that order straight to General Grievous. And because he got an order, I'm going to also give him a surge token. And then I'm going to do my new favorite thing to do in Legion. I'm going to go ahead and pop the HQ uplink of the B1 squad here on the flank that has the rocket, which means it's going to coordinate to him.
Okay.
Which will coordinate to him, which will coordinate to him, which will coordinate to him, which will coordinate to him. And then I'll give out 3 more tokens via aggressive tactics. And so with that, we've had 1 order turned into 7, and the only units that are left in my random draw are 2 support tokens.
That seems good and legal, I guess.
I made it legal.
All right, so we're going to come back with my turn 1 as I have priority. All right, LJ, I'm going to go to my stack, and I have pulled a trooper unit. And that trooper unit is going to be... I feel okay with this unit of Snowy Boys here, so we're going to move them first.
All right, party down.
All right. Snow Troopers have double moved and are now in contact with that building there. Obviously not within range of anybody, but that's okay. As we go over to your side, LJ.
Yeah, well, I don't get a choice in who I get to activate because you play Given Your Anger, so who am I using?
You're using General Grievous.
Oh, perfect.
Makes sense, right?
Well, General Grievous is going to go ahead and do some fancy stuff because that's what he does. He's going to go ahead and use Scale to pop up to this top of the building, move Speed 2 all the way to the edge, use Scale again to move down to the bottom, and then go across the open ground here to touch this building. So go ahead and scurry his way across. Obviously, he is not taking a shot at anything as he advances, so that it does mean he's going to go ahead and get 4 suppression, and that'll end my turn.
All right. Let's go over to my stack again, as I have pulled another trooper unit. I have activated the Stormtrooper unit. They have moved up 1 time, and their second action is going to be to take a dodge. And they are done as we go back to you. Now you do have a choice.
I do. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to very quickly check some range here.
Okay.
And see how exactly far those Stormtroopers moved up. And if my bees would have a potential shot at them. I think I'm going to say no to that one. I'm not going to risk it. And then possibly have them get shot at by other things with T-21 bees later. So then I'm just going to go ahead and start moving some bees up the board. So I'm going to take the rocket squad here that I was talking about, and they are going to get a move on, but they're going to try to hug this building as well, just like General Grievous did to keep them safe. So we'll move him there. Everybody will cohese behind them, and it is back to you.
All right, as we go back to my stack, we're going to pull Palpatine himself.
Ooh.
So I'm going to take a second and think about what I want to do there. As the table's still kind of developing, I don't feel the need to pull strings or do anything like that, so I just moved Palpatine forward twice. He is now behind this building. Back to you, LJ.
All right, well, Very similar to yourself. Not a whole lot going on quite yet. So I'm just going to grab another unit of bees. This time on E5C, I'm going to break your terrain.
It's a thing we do on this channel.
Okay, well that's good. As the Romans do or whatever.
I say we, but it's really just my guess, like Ryan and Chris.
All right, yep. So they're just going to go ahead and double move themselves up there.
Okay.
And then I'll go ahead and put them in cohesion.
All right, as I am going to go over here and go to my stack, which is going to be another trooper unit. And that's going to be these troopers right here. All right, this unit of stormtroopers have activated. They have moved forward and now have taken a dodge as well. Back to you, sir.
All right, well, same as you, I don't necessarily feel the need to commit at the moment. So I am going to continue the reckless advance here up the board. This B squad here is going to move up behind their compatriots there. And that'll get them to about there. So I'll just go ahead and put the rest of them in cohesion. And once again, it'll just go right back to you. I have a feeling this is what the rest of the turn is going to look like at this rate.
If you find turn 1 really boring, it's just because turns 3 and 4 are going to be bonkers.
Yeah.
So we go to my stack. Special Forces. This is an easy one for me, LJ. They are going to aim, and they're going to shoot at the droid sticking out from behind there. They will have heavy cover, which I'll reduce to light using sharpshooter.
Sounds good.
DLT 19 X-ray, of course, gets 2 black dice. We got 2 blanks. We're going to spend this aim token.
It's a great start. I like what I'm seeing.
Crit.
Ooh, there we go. All right. Well, congrats, sir. You have killed 6 points.
I'm declaring victory and going home. All right, LJ, we're back to you.
Relentless advance is going to continue.
How many B1s can you fit in an area?
48. Well, 47 now, I guess.
Yeah.
So that guy's going to go move up to there, and he's actually going to jump over his friends. So we'll move through them, because we're really trying to stack the point here as we start to wind down turn 1 and think about turn 2. I want as much over here as possible, I think, now that we can get these guys in. So actually I'm going to do a swap here and then put this guy in the corner, and we're back to you.
All right, as I go to my last trooper unit, it's going to be these guys right here. And I think they're just going to burn their activation by cohering a little differently than what they're currently at, as some space has opened up for us.
Cool.
Keep this medical droid nice and tucked in there so you can't do much to him. And their second action is going to be to take a standby. I don't expect it to come into play. I would be shocked if it did.
They're super ready.
But
for what? Who knows? But they're ready for it.
That's right. They're standing by.
Yeah.
As we go back to you.
All right. So same thing. We'll continue the reckless advance here. Go ahead and grab this tan base rim squad here. They're going to move up to there. They don't really want to stand out too far for that mortar to take a great shot at them. So I'm going to go ahead and put this guy here, and then I'll throw out the rest of the dudes in his squad to his left.
Okay, range 4 mortars are good.
They, you know what? They're pretty great.
All right.
Maybe a little less effective against droids.
Maybe a lot
per
less.
se, but it is still hostile. And as you probably notice, my reckless advance has me not touching a lot of terrain.
I will say once Grievous goes down, the suppressive weapons could really do some work.
Oh yeah, the mortar's got to go down before the suppressive weapon goes down. Otherwise, things get a little rough.
I'm going to see here, and I'm not sure I have a shot there. So I'm going to take a look and see what that looks like. Okay, I was slightly incorrect there, as I can see a number of droids right back there. And I'm going to take an aim action and then a shoot action with that mortar.
Okay.
All right, LJ, I'm looking at 3 white dice. You have heavy cover, of course. I have crit 1. There is a crit. I will spend this aim token to reroll 2.
Okay.
To make it 2.
All right. So that'll be 2 crits coming my way. The droids do have a surge token, so I'm looking for pain here. And I get nothing, so another 12 points is lost. Darn.
It's a suppressive weapon, so don't forget that.
So then back to me.
Yes, sir.
All right, so I'm looking at the situation here. The mortar is out of the picture. because it had just shot. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to take this gray squad back here. And they're going to go ahead and bound up a little farther. And then with their second action, they're actually going to take a recover. So I can go ahead and get that HQ uplink back as I knock my stuff around. So that way I'm free to do my shenanigans on the next turn.
Clever. I like it a lot. I'm going to go over here to the shore troopers, who are going to do a little moving, a little shooting. We're going to see what happens. So my officer has scooted up a little bit, and now the whole squad is looking through that archway, because that is where the squad that I just shot is. I can see these 4 models right here. Let's see if I can do some damage to them through heavy cover. They, of course, have their aim token from getting issued a face-up order. And now they get 7 black dice, thanks to the officer, and 2 white. And we're going to roll. We're going to do pretty well there. And I'm going to re-roll these 2 black dice. Moving these up here. For all the black hits, so that's 7. 2 will go away. And I can see 4 guys, as we discussed.
Okay, so it looks like it's going to be a total of 5 then for myself. And I'll roll a lot of surges, though that's not really going to matter. I can convert one of those to a block. So that'll be all 4 we just discussed going through.
All right.
Making me look real cagey right now.
So that's going to end home field advantage. That's going to end the turn for the shore troopers there as we go back to you.
Alright, so I'm going to get rid of that surge token before I forget. I'm actually going to move some of these Droideka shield tokens up so I don't knock my stuff over. All of the bees and Grievous are all done, so I'm going to take a look, see what I can get here. I am still pretty far from engaging with the Droidekas, but usually if for some reason on the first turn you can engage with them, you've gotten really, really lucky. So I'm actually going to slow roll it, as I like to say with the Droidekas here. They're going to go ahead and they're going to take a move, a little bit of a canted move there. We're going to end up right about here. So they can see through those stalls there.
Okay.
I had to check a range one more time, though I assume, yep, still out of the IRG, still just barely out of the sniper. And I am checking this right now just to make sure. I am also just out of the storms as well, but that's okay. Kind of wasn't looking to be in range 3 at the moment. So we're going to put the other guy in cohesion behind him. They are actually going to take a standby, just in case any crazy IRG over there get any ideas.
I like it.
Yep, and that'll be them.
I've been waiting with my IRG patiently to see where those Droidekas come and go. Do you want to discuss how the AI works for Droidekas as opposed to B1s?
Yes, so they are actually fairly similar, but they have 2 options instead of 1. So you get to either AI move or attack if they do not have an order at the beginning of the turn, which these Droidekas definitely did not. So I find a lot of times it's actually not a bad thing because they are constantly catching up to things with their slower speed. And so in a lot of cases, I elect to move and then shoot anyway, or I'll actually sometimes too shoot and then backtrack a little bit with a lot of their targets usually being range 3 and then firing suppressive weapons. That actually can make it quite hard for your opponent to catch up sometimes.
Okay, awesome. Thank you for that. I'm going to do a quick measurement of Emperor Palpatine here. And he can get me all the way over there.
Yes,
maybe measuring for entourage, maybe not. You don't know. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to move these IRG who have plenty of movement. Okay. As long as I end not in your line of sight, you will not be able to activate the standby token that you have on them.
Correct. And your range 2 bubble for triggering that is actually pretty generous. So you'd have to jump into this courtyard and get really spicy to trigger that.
That's a great point. I always think range 3 for standby, but that is not the case. It is just range 2 for vehicles and regular troops. All right, so they're going to go there, and they are going to take a dodge token. As we go to your last unit, which is the Droidekas.
Yep, so the other Droideka will come out of my random stack, and they are going to do basically the same thing as their brethren over there. They're just going to go ahead and take a move up, and they're actually going to do that twice. So they'll take a second move here, go up to the stalls here, so they're touching them, and be watching that corner with, the usual laser-like precision.
All right, so that is going to be the end of turn 1. It is not a scoring round, so we will go to card draw for turn 2. We are in turn 2. I will go ahead and play Coordinated Fire.
All right, I am actually also playing a 3-pip here. I'm going to go ahead and play Assault.
Okay, so now you are up to roll that red dice, and if it's a shield, that means that you will go first and have priority.
All right, so here it goes. I do indeed have priorities.
All right.
There we go.
LJ, let's hear what you have planned for me.
All right, so I did win the priority roll here, and so Assault, again, solid card for droids because I can use it to take it, control my whole army here. I'm going to go ahead and give another order to Grievous, and I'll give him a surge token there in a moment. He's also going to give his orders over here to the left, your right, to the droidicas, who will each get an aim token with linked targeting array. Help them move and still keep that rate of fire up. And then last but not least, this far squad over here on the side will once again pop that HQ uplink, which will then do the same coordinate train.
I've seen this movie before.
That it did, yes. You'll be very familiar with this movie by the end of this game, I assume. So, last but not least, we do have those surge tokens going out to the droidicas.
Okay.
Keep those hits coming through. We'll give it to Grievous just in case, and we'll also give it to that squad that took some fire.
Okay, fantastic. Over on my side, I'm going to get my tokens all set because I am going to be able to entourage over here to the Imperial Guard. And then I will go ahead and issue an order to the Shores, who will coordinate with the mortar. And that leaves me 2 orders left, and I think I'm going to give my orders to this unit right here and this unit right here. Now, with those orders, I will be able to take an aim token for the Shores and hand out 4 of these tokens myself. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm going to go here, 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 and here for me. And with that, we're going to take a short break and then come right back. And we are back.
All right, so I'm going to go ahead and activate this rocket squad we've been talking about so much here on the side. They're going to go ahead and they're going to pop forward here, really kind of putting themselves in harm's way. And then I'll rearrange the rest of the squad there to the left. I believe we're going to take a rocket shot here. Just trying to decide at the moment if I want it to be at Stormtroopers or if I want it to be at something else.
Okay.
Maybe that mortar that's sitting over there.
That mortar is a tasty target.
Yeah, I know. We are playing on intercept, so every trooper activation counts.
Yes.
So the quicker I can start knocking some of those guys down, the better. So I will go ahead and take a look here, make sure, yep, I do have a range 3 to the mortar, so if I wanted to shoot with everything I could. Also taking a look here at the Stormtrooper squad, they would be in the open as far as I could tell. Everybody's got a surge token, so they're a little more, I don't know, heavily defended, I guess.
I will say some of these droids over on this side might have a hard time seeing the Stormtroopers, but I can't tell for sure.
Yeah, so
Okay.
I actually can rotate them around a little.
Of course, yeah.
Too. So actually, you know what? I do want to keep them safe for return fire. So I think that actually helps me decide on. I'm gonna put that over here on the mortar instead.
Okay.
So I think I'm going to land on that.
Okay, excellent. So droids are bad. I assume they have a bad dice pool. What are you throwing at me?
So we do have the full squad over there. I don't think I've lost anybody yet. No, not from that squad. So it's going to be 1 white die for each of the regular troopers. So that'll be 7 white. And then 2 blacks and a red for the rocket. So I'm throwing a pretty respectable 10 die at you.
I would agree.
Almost like a reverse Z6 squad coming at you. So here we go. We'll go ahead and chuck those at you, see what we get. Well, not the end-all be-all, but I will take it for one of the first shots of the game. I'm going to take a look, see if that's the squad I gave the surge token to, and I believe it is. So I am going to convert one of those with the surge token, and it'll be a total of 2.
All right. Having played against droids this weekend, I can tell you that firepower can be shocking at times. All right, so 2, I am in the open. I also have a surge token. which I will use to convert that. And I'll take a suppression. Having survived the first shots at him, my mortar is going to activate. The first thing he needs to do is try to roll off that suppression. He does not. I'm fine with that. He kind of needs that. He's going to take an aim action, LJ, and he's going to shoot at the same squad he shot last time to pile some more suppression on him. Droids normally don't care about suppression unless it's at least twice their command value or that of their leader. That would put them at 5 if I can get a hit here and pull them towards me maybe. All right, mortar has those 3 white dice. All I can see is the leader. I got 2 crits so far. Might as well use that aim token. You will ignore that one because of cover, but you do have to save 2.
All right, so it'll be a total of 2 that's there on the unit leader. I think you said it was that you could see. So he would save 1, but I'm not going to worry about spending the surge because he'd lose it anyway.
All right, 2 more suppression. The mortar is now done. He has passed the aim token to this stormtrooper unit as we have piled up the suppression and made a new unit leader for the droids. And it's your turn, LJ.
All right, so I'm looking to try to strike back a little bit here. Not quite willing to throw that unit leader out there, and I might have actually flipped his token over. We'll move stuff around. My apologies. So I'm going to go ahead and try to activate this brown squad right here. Taking a look to see if I can see, and I believe we might be able to get everybody without having to move. But I'm going to check. I believe actually this guy that's here, the farthest one, cannot see a stormtrooper. So we're going to go ahead and, as I like to call it, thread the needle here. See if we do go right through, and we do. So you're of course going to get cover from the sandbags, but it won't actually be heavy.
Yep.
Because I can thread that right as I said. So we are going to lose 1. It'll be a total of 6 whites, 3 black coming at you here in a moment.
This is why you do not line your stormtroopers up like bowling pins.
All right, so I'm going to go ahead and take a shot at you. As I said, we're missing 1 white attack die. I also did elect to aim as well because I didn't have to move to take this shot here. So I'm going to go ahead and take that now. Get it. It looks better than it actually is because I don't have a surge token there.
Still have that aim though.
But we do have some crits, so we'll go ahead and re-roll, and we will get another hit. So it looks like that'll be a total of 3 after your light cover there.
Yeah, that's pretty nice. Now I do have a surge token for these guys, which, as you saw with my mortar, can come in handy. As can the red dice. We do lose 2. I will use that surge token to make that into a block. Nice shot. Lost 2 stormtroopers, and we have taken a suppression, and of course used that token. So I'm going to go to my stack. I'm going to pull Palpatine. Okay. What Palpatine's going to do is he is going to pull the strings on this unit of snows right here. And I'll be back after that. So Palpatine has pulled the string on these snowtroopers with the ion gun. They are now within range 3 of those droideka sitting between there. They will have light cover, but I have an ion gun, so that seems like it's going to even the odds a little bit. All right, 6 white, 1 black. That's going to be good for 3. Now one of those will automatically take down, I've been told, automatically take down one of your shields.
So the droidekas are going to lose a shield token because you automatically lose shields up to the value of X when you're hit with them. So the fact that he did not blank out means that I just automatically lose 1 shield token.
And I keep that hit, or do I not?
You do still keep it. So
all right.
You just blanket lose 1 when that happens. Now,
okay.
On the upside, you did not roll a massive amount of dice, so I am going to survive this without taking an ion token. This one here is going to bounce off the light cover, and so there'll just be 2 hits remaining in the pool, and so I'm going to take 2 more shield tokens off, and because I do not take a wound, I don't have to take an ion token.
Makes sense to me. So Palpatine completes his activation by moving up in the corner. LJ has flipped over 3 of his ion tokens. I feel like that's something. As we go to your turn, sir.
All right, so knowing that those snowtroopers aren't quite done yet, the token could be pulled at any time, I am going to go ahead and activate the droideka before things get too messy for them. At the moment, actually taking a look at it now, you are so conveniently in range 3. So
yeah.
I'm actually going to take a second aim token here.
I hear tracers work both ways.
So we'll go ahead and flip that. And yeah, that'll be 2 aim tokens, though one of them is a dodge because I grabbed from the wrong stack. And it'll be 4 black, 2 red coming at you.
Okay. And I will have a light cover.
Yes. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and take my pool. As we had just discussed, they are in light cover there, so I'm looking to try to convert 6 of these if possible, try to do the max amount of damage. So we'll go ahead and roll here. Not actually rolling too fantastic, but I did give those droidicas a surge token, so we will keep that there for now. I'm going to go ahead and use the first aim token, and I'm going to go ahead and re-roll this guy, because I can only convert one of those. So we'll see if we can get the last one. We do not, so we'll take one of those off from the light cover. It should be a total of 4.
All right, that's pretty good. Pretty good answer. I'm going to lose 3, it looks like. All right.
And it is a suppressive weapon, so don't forget 2 suppression.
Gotcha. Suppressive weapon means 2 suppression on the snowtroopers as I go to my stack. I've pulled a special forces, which is going to be these guys right here. They are going to go ahead and aim. They don't have a lot of targets, again, LJ. So same unit of worthless droids.
Okay.
Aim and shoot. I should clarify, by worthless, I mean 6 points.
Yep. By not worth a lot of points. Check.
They're worth less than my sniper.
Yes, there you go.
There we go.
Seems logical.
I do have an aim. And I do have 2 black dice.
Okay.
You do have heavy cover, which goes to light cover. So that's going to be 1. I'm going to spend that aim to try to make this a crit as well. I will not. So
All right.
you're losing there, 6-point droid.
Yep, kneeling guy, it is your time.
Take a suppression. All right, LJ, we're back to you.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and activate this droid unit over here. I'm going to check range real quick, but I think I'm going to have to move them around eventually here. Yeah, actually, it is looking pretty good for them. I believe this was actually, that was the squad that shot at them, but the one guy could not.
That's correct.
So actually, I have to bound forward with this other unit now that I check. Yeah, because they shot there. Token's getting a little mixed up, as it were, but that's okay. So we have this squad behind them that is going to bound up, and that will hopefully give me a good opportunity to arrange them to where I'm not losing any shots like I was with that other unit that hit them. So that DLT guy there is sticking out a little bit in the other direction. So I can actually conga line, as I like to call it, here. I should be able to see right through that archway, and everybody will have a shot at something. So that unit has not lost anybody yet. That should be 7 white, 3 black coming at you.
All right. These stormtroopers are in heavy cover due to the sandbags and then the suppression token that they have. So let's see what you can roll up.
All right. So no aim token, no surges. So we're just looking for natural hits here. We do not have a terrible start to this. That'll be the 2 crits. I'll take that.
Yeah. All right. 2 crits. Let's see if we can get these red dice rolling for me. Yes.
Oof, hanging in there.
They're going to take a second suppression, but that's it. As I go to my stack, I will pull a trooper unit, because that's all I have left. And so it's going to be these guys over here. I think they're going to double move and then bring back a snowtrooper. Okay, so they have double moved and have brought back a snowtrooper. I'm going to mark that on their card, as they now have 1 more capacity. Or 1 more capacity. All right, so back to you, LJ.
All right, so before those snow troopers get all up in my grill again, I think I'm actually going to go back to this unit that is over here, this tannish unit over here, and they're going to take kind of a wide leap out here to the side so we can get some more hits on some snow troopers. Bumped him a little bit there. So I'm going to make sure everybody can at least see somebody here, so we're all going to kind of pile in, as it were, on the unit leader there. So we can kind of punish him for being out there and make sure there's kneeling guy makes it in. So we haven't lost anybody over there, so that should be a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So again, 7 white, 3 black coming at you.
Looks good. Okay, with this suppression, my snowtroopers are now in heavy cover. Heavy cover, everybody.
Yep, hoping for the variants to get a couple more through here. No aim token, no search token once again. So we'll see what we can do.
Oh!
And not a terrible shot there. Looks like that's going to be 3 crits.
It is going to be 3 crits as I will cancel the 2 hits due to cover. Wow.
Reverse C6 doing reverse Z6 things.
Yeah. Let's see if Stormtrooper's armor can do Stormtrooper armor things. Yes.
All right, do your worst.
I feel like you've committed most of your droids over here. You still have that unit in the back, correct?
I've got this rocket unit over there.
Okay, that seems fair. What I'm going to do is activate this unit right here, LJ. Okay. And they're going to swing around and take some shots.
Okay.
All right, the Stormtrooper squad is swung around. They now have this unit of gray base droids in the open, and we'll be shooting at them with everything they got. See if we can't do some damage. Stormtroopers are always better with a name token. That's the type of insight you get from the Warcorgi YouTube channel, at least from this side of the table. All right.
Thank you, Joe Buck. Oof.
All right, we're going to keep all those.
Great start.
And then use this one for a reroll. I'm going to miss that one, but I will take that for 5.
Until 5, and we said there was no cover there?
There is no cover there.
All right.
Because I got 4 out of 7. I might be a liberal arts major, but I can do a little math.
Hey, you know what? I'm a history teacher, and I say math is for chumps.
It is.
So I'll save 1.
Chumps and people who make a lot of money. All right. Well done. Coordinate fire round. Use a name token. Gain a name token. I'm going to go on those Stormtroopers right there, LJ.
Cool.
Your turn.
All right. So we're going to use the hero of the Droid Empire there.
Mm-hmm.
Mr. 5 Suppression himself.
Yes, you're going to have to grab a handful of dice. We can do it right in the dice tray.
All right. I'm going to go ahead and grab that over here. So I only need to clear 2 of these to be safe. And, ooh, I get 3. So he will get both his actions because he will not lose any actions to suppression, being a droid trooper that he is. And he is going to serve a very important function to winning this fight. Not forgetting my back objective, which I did up until this point. I just realized that if this failed, I was actually going to maybe send that rocket squad running back around to save the day. So now he is going to not go too far, so I can still maybe coordinate him a little bit later, but he will back himself to the safety over there. He'll take his 2 suppression that he was left with after that great roll, and it'll go back to you.
Nicely done. I'm going to go ahead and activate this unit right here. See if I can roll off suppression like LJ Pena can. No.
Nope.
So they're actually just going to be shooting naturally.
Makes sense.
We're going to take a look at what targets we got and go from there. All right. The history teacher, the liberal arts major, did some advanced geometry. We have determined this Stormtrooper squad right here has an open shot at those guys right there when we measure center base to center base through that doorway. And so what they're going to do is shoot at them in the open. All right, 2 red, 2 white, aim token. We got 3 so far. Make it 3.
We're looking at some accurate stormtroopers today, folks.
No one is as accurate as an Imperial Stormtrooper.
So we'll go ahead and roll them off. We determined it was open. It will be 3. So 3 more battle droids down the tube. Poor Grievous.
These guys are now done. They're actually going to pass their aim token back to my shore troopers.
Okay. Oh, I can't wait for that.
Making use of coordinated fire.
Yeah.
As we go to you.
All right. So we're going to go ahead and activate this rocket squad here. Really do not want to deal with the ion over there. So they are going to do a bit of a rotation here and pop out around the corner. Trying to get everybody to see that snowtrooper leader there, but still maybe get some cover from stuff as it advances around the corner. So I'm going to throw this guy out here. And, oh, they did take a shot. I'm going to pull that off with strict orders.
Okay.
Glad I remembered that. And so that'll be a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 white dice, 2 blacks, and a red.
All right. All right, as always, we're having fun here on the Warcorgi YouTube channel as LJ is going to throw a bunch of dice at this unit and have you cover.
Yep, we're going to try to knock down the What is it? What's the designation on that?
T-21.
It is T-21.
No, it is not T-21.
No, T-21B's the shore.
That's what I said.
But it starts with the T.
T7.
T7. All right. I knew there was a T in there and some
There's
other
a reason
numbers.
why people don't know this. It's because they haven't seen it in the wild.
Yeah, mine are still unpainted, but that's whatever.
Yeah.
All right, so we'll go ahead and throw some dice, see if we can get some more through. Another solid rocket shot, it looks like there. 2 more crits get through the cover.
Blocking 2 because of cover, but 2 crits. I got 2 little guys left. They've been rolling pretty well. Mm-hmm. Keep it up. Oh, yes, they do.
Yeah, it gets them up to force suppression.
All right, LJ, we've added a force suppression to those heroes. And now we're going to activate our shore troopers, who are all tokened up. They're going to be swinging out here. And taking a look at who we want to shoot at next. So we've kicked these guys around. This guy over here on the left has line of sight to all 4 droids in this gray squad. That's all I need to do in order to meet the requirement to kill them, have 1 hell of a line of sight. And the Imperial officer here can see, you'll have heavy cover.
Okay.
Do you mind real quickly if I inspire one off of these guys?
Oh, of course.
I'm going to ask you on camera. That way you can't say no.
Yep.
And we will, yeah, that will look good from there. All right, we got 7 black, 2 white, 2 aims. That's a solid start.
Mm-hmm.
Doing
Trust me,
5.
we're all already writing their obituaries.
We're going to spend an aim to make it 6. And we're going to spend the second aim. To make it 7, you will block 2.
All right.
Now
so
you have 4 droids in that unit.
Yep, so 5 results for 4 dudes. Got to make a couple of saves here to maybe save some bodies. I do make 1, just enough to tease me as they die. Who do you have left?
That's a great job by the shore troopers who have passed their aim token over to the snows who are sitting in my my stack over there, and then I have my Imperial Guard.
All right, so we have, you said, snows and the IRG.
Yes.
All right, this is a great time then for Grievous to make his appearance.
Okay.
He has 3 suppression, so I'm going to go ahead, not use strict orders, because I want to see maybe if I can get lucky and roll 2 off and get him both of his actions. So he's going to go ahead and try to roll some of those off. He doesn't, but that's okay, because he still is going to get at least 1 action.
Okay.
And with Grievous, that's kind of all you need to get the party started. So he's going to go ahead and take a big old move out here into the middle of this archway. Though I am going to back him up a tad so he can still touch it. And then he's going to take his favorite accessory, his pistol, and take a shot at those snows and see if I can knock out that T7 before he goes.
Nice. So, LJ, what is your dice pool with this baby?
All right, so the Annihilator pistol, don't remember the exact designation, is 2 white, 2 black, critical 1, and pierce 1. So
okay.
I'm essentially looking for that surge or crit result to knock out that T7.
Okay.
So we'll go ahead and take a shot. I'll roll 1 off screen, so I'll go ahead and re-roll that here. Same result, though. 1 is going to bounce off the heavy cover, and I will indeed kill that T7.
Well done. So that was pretty cool to be on the receiving end. Actually, it was neat. As LJ has met my dog.
Little friend. Can't see. Just jump back down.
Yeah. Okay, so I am going to go to my stack, and I'm going to pull this trooper unit. Snow trooper. It's just the one guy. It's not even a unit anymore.
No,
There's a guy.
4 suppression on that.
Unit leaders can sometimes win you games.
Yes. Ooh.
Ooh, he is gonna panic. He's not gonna panic.
No, because he should still be in range of Papa Palace.
Yeah. So what I'm gonna do with him, LJ, is I'm gonna move him backwards and pop a shot at Grievous. I think.
Okay.
All right. So the snow trooper has decided to take a step back for a minute, catch his breath. He does have a name token, and will be shooting at Grievous, who, of course, has cover at this point. Now I realize we're not going to do a lot of damage here, but another suppression would be nice. Mm-hmm. So, nothing. Let's spend that aim token. Yes.
There it is.
All right.
More suppression.
Love it. All right, LJ, you have the droidicas left, I believe.
Yep, so I'm kind of taking things slow, waiting for those Royal Guard to appear around the corner. So I think what I'm going to do, given that the medic has already activated, I think I'm actually going to take a second aim and take a shot at the sniper up top. Now I can see him nicely through this little avenue here, and of course have heavy cover. But I'm going to take 2 aim tokens and 4 black and 2 red, see what I can do.
All right, let's see what you can do. Woo!
2 crit, so not a bad start so far. I'll take the first aim token here.
Okay, so we're going to spend 1.
Yep, spend 1. That'll be another 1, and then we'll re-roll these 2 with the second aim. And we will get all 6 results through. Spend a surge token on that last guy, so it'll be 4 after heavy cover.
I'm going to block the red dice because it makes me feel better. And I need to get 4 saves here, huh? That seems doable. No. All right, so...
1 guy.
We'll replace him.
Excessive force, as I like to say, but, you know, you do what you can, and that guy's not coming back.
All right, we've taken 2 suppression and replaced the not leader mini with a leader mini, as I now have to go with my Imperial Guard. They are going to be double moving.
Okay.
Double move by Imperial Guard, and I've cohered them into the sandbags, which provide light cover, just in case things get ugly. All right, as we go into turn 3, this is a scoring round, LJ. Mm-hmm. I have given you that one. You have ripped my heart out and stolen that one from me, as my 1 scout trooper here manages to score that one. So the score is going to be 2-1 after turn 2.
Cool.
All right, LJ, turn 3, you're leading 2-1. I've gone with ambush.
Okay. I was kind of thinking that might be the case, so I went ahead and play a slightly higher priority card.
All right, you come back. LJ, I have issued an order to those Imperial Royal Guard from Palpatine, and you have issued orders everywhere?
Yes, we used push to give orders out to the droidicas, and then we did pop another rocket uplink over here that coordinate. So it is actually just Grievous that is in the stack.
Okay, that seems good. I'm going to start by activating the Imperial Royal Guard. Now, I know they are just out of range 2. Mm-hmm. So that means I will have to double move them into contact with these droidicas over here. So I'm going to come around and do that and then attack you with my sticks.
Sounds good.
One of the nice things about melee against droidicas is your stinking shield tokens don't work.
Correct. We don't need them anyway.
I do have this. LJ reminded me. Because I had face-up order token, aggressive tactics. Okay, we are going to use that
spicy.
In order to do 5 hits. I think offense is more important than defense right now for the Imperial Royal Guard.
Probably. All right, well,
that.
On the upside, if I botch this, they're not totally getting wiped.
Nope.
So we'll go ahead and roll 5 defense dice here. A lot for those decas. Ooh! And they will save 3.
I don't know why I keep having you people on my channel. All right. Disappointment, disbelief. Choose your adjective here. You're up.
All right. So I'm going to take this luck and use it as an opportunity to go with Grievous here.
Okay.
Because he is not in a great position. One of the downsides of the ways that I did that turn was that he will not be able to strict off one, so I'm going to have to roll.
Before you roll that,
yes.
Just a reminder, my snow trooper valiantly put that last suppression on him, so don't let his sacrifice be in vain.
It's also known as the hero of the Empire over
Yep.
there. Go ahead and try to roll some suppression. You see it there? It was flying for a sec, so 1 will come off. He'll be down to 2 suppression, which is kind of what I was hoping for, just to get him down a little further. And he is going to abandon ship here.
Ooh, that sounds like a Grievous tactic.
It's almost like it's a Grievous quote, actually, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
So, yes, time to abandon ship. Unfortunately, coming through here, he's just going to do a bit of a shift and move to a different wall.
Yeah.
So he'll just, move. So if you decide you want to shoot at him, it'll make it a little harder to do so. You'll have to work for it. And that'll be him.
Okay, excellent. I must go to my stack. That's all I have left. It is Palpatine.
Ooh, Pop Palps. It's a good thing Grievous got out of the way.
That's a really good thing.
Yeah.
Okay. So First thing Palp's going to do is he's going to pull the strings
Okay.
on the shore troopers.
All right.
All right. So pull the strings on this squad right here. They can all see members of the squad, this squad right here. And in total, I can see 4 of these guys. Not the special weapon, not the leader, just those 4. But free shot is free shot, so we're going to do it.
Insane B1 rolls that turn.
7 black, 2 white, heavy cover. It looks like you're going to have to take 3 here.
All right.
Because you'll block 2 with heavy cover.
Marksmanship showing through once again.
You know those shore troopers. People say they're good.
All right. Ooh,
Hey,
excuse me. So we will roll 1. And you know what? I actually forgot to give out surge tokens.
All right.
Now, they actually probably would not have been the target of surge tokens because I had other plans for them. So I will say that 2 are most definitely dead here.
Okay. Palp's second action is to take a standby. So maybe delaying his movement, possibly, as we go to your turn. He is kind of peeking at the corner, so it's going to be hard, but it seems all right.
Cool. All right, so then I'm going to go ahead, go back to this rocket squad that was lighting up people earlier. I'm taking a look here to see if everybody can see at least the DLT mini. And it looks like, no, I am going to be getting, it looks like 5 out of 6. So this farthest guy looks like he doesn't. But I'm going to call that worth it because I want to try to get some more suppression on them. They're going to go ahead and refresh so I can get the rocket and the HQ uplink back.
All right.
And then we'll fire with, looks like it's going to be 4 whites, 2 blacks, and a red at that stormtrooper unit there, that 3-man.
Gotcha. All right, LJ, with the suppression token, I do have heavy cover. So let's see what you can do against those 3 guys.
All right. It looks like at the moment that is 3. We will convert a surge token.
Mm-hmm.
So that'll give me just 1 after the heavy.
Okay. I can deal with 1, question mark. He won't save it. So I'll lose 1, take a suppression.
Okay.
We got 1 dead trooper, 1 suppression token as we go to my stack. We're going to go ahead and pull a trooper unit. It is undoubtedly going to be these shore troopers who are going to be moving to see more droids, to shoot more droids. All right, before moving, I did use the officer to inspire 1 off of the mortar here. Move these brave soldiers to the left. They will not be shooting at this brown squad. He does have 3 out of 6 just barely in cover, so heavy cover it is. Familiar dice pool. 7 black. 2 white. Get them, boys. It seems good.
Consider myself got.
That is going to be crit 1. Now you will cancel 2 because of the heavy cover. But that's still going to force you to make 3 saves here.
Yep, total 3 coming at you. I'll save 1.
Okay, always a pleasant surprise. All right, we are all done there as we go back to you, LJ. You still got lots of units to activate.
Yep, so I am going to go ahead and check some range really quick. See what I'm working with here. I do actually have range of shore troopers, though. They'd likely be in heavy. So I'm going to go ahead, activate that unit that just took a bit of a beating, and I move Grievous's tokens out of the way. Strict order, a suppression token off, and then, yeah, I got more than enough range. I'm going to bump this guy up to here, arrange the remaining troopers behind the stairs there. And even though they've already shot, I am going to go ahead and target the shore troopers because I want to see if I can knock some of them off while they're on the flank.
They're really good. All right.
All right, so we're looking at 3 white, 3 black. No aim coming at you. Not a terrible rollout. That'll be 3 with no cover.
It seems like a mistake putting those guys there now. All right. Drop the dice.
Runaway dice.
Let's see what we got. Oh no, we missed all 3. Well done. All right, issues here, of course, but we're going to carry on as we go to my stack and pull a special forces unit. It's these guys over here. Now they do have a suppression, so we'll try to roll that off real quick. They will not. And, you know, he is good where he is at. So he's just going to stay there And we'll recover, actually, to take that suppression off.
Cool.
So go over to your turn.
All right, so we're going to continue, I think, the onslaught, as it were. I'm going to take a look, see what the range looks like there. I think I'm just short, so I'm going to have to do a little bit of movement. Now, I really just want to try to get more suppression on you. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bump him forward just a little more. I'm going to leave this guy here to the side. You can see at least one guy, but I want to leave him there for coordinate shenanigans. And we'll go ahead and pile everybody behind them. They'll hold on to that suppression token, but that's okay because they're droids. Again, I do believe, actually, now that I take a look at it, I can see over that staircase, which I wasn't sure if I could, so you won't get the heavy, but you'll still get light from your suppression token.
Okay.
All right, so it is 4 white, 3 black coming at you. No aim once again, and you got that light cover. But not a bad roll.
That's a great roll.
Here. B1s they're turning back on here, so that'll be 3 once again.
Do you have a surge token for them? No?
I do not.
Okay, so 3 after I block 1 because of cover. That's a great roll. See if I can make a great roll. No. LJ, pumping the fist.
Woo!
She stands alone with 2 suppression. So we pick a trooper unit. Seems okay. And I think that trooper unit is going to be these guys before they really get hit hard by the droid. So it's going to be 2 dice for that. Don't roll off any. And what they're going to do is they're going to shoot.
Okay.
Okay, these boys can thread the needle and see 3 of those droids right there, which will put them in open cover. And so we're going to shoot. 1 white, 2 red, lots of hits, 3.
Good roll out there. See if we can maybe save some bees with this. And we do save
Ooh.
1 once again.
Saving more than my shore troopers.
All right, so it looks like I'm going to have to engage these Royal Guard finally. I think it's about time. So I am going to go ahead and back up and find my tool here. Actually, it looks like the way you place them, I would indeed clip that guy there if I just straight backed up, which is what I'm going to do. So I'm going to turn the blinkers on, go beep, backwards,
Okay.
go back. So we will displace that guy along the way because I'm a vehicle. So that guy would get placed
By me.
down,
Yeah.
and then you would take a suppression, and then I'm going to go ahead and shoot.
Okay, is it just that guy that gets moved?
Just that guy. Yep.
We're going to move that guy back here. It gives me a suppression.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to grab one of thems.
Which is good, seeing as they're about to get shot at.
And they've already used their...
All right, so we are going to go ahead. Yes, they did,
Yep,
because
yep.
they used that on offense.
Yep, I moved it.
Yep, so we're going to go ahead and take a shot. 4 black, 2 red coming at you.
I think we've
Alright.
done this before.
Yeah, so we'll go ahead and take our shot here. Do have the aim token from Link targeting array coming in clutch.
Oh!
Speaking of coming in clutch,
Oh!
it'll be 5 after your suppression token.
Oh!
Bad. Good shot, guys. Good shot.
Somebody's got to make some saves. And it's going to be them.
All right. Well, at least it loads them up on suppression.
That was amazing.
This is what I really wanted.
Ooh, okay. They stole all the saves from the old shore troopers.
Mm-hmm.
As we go over here, we have pulled a trooper unit, which is going to be these guys right here. They are also going to move and shoot, since those guys have activated, should be fairly safe.
Okay.
All right, the stormtroopers have moved to the left. They now have 2 out of 3 of those droids in the open, and then we'll be shooting at them, trying to take out that activation. Healthy unit equals healthy dice pool.
I know, I just got rid of 1 healthy unit. And another one comes around the corner.
Thanks, buddy. Clearing the way.
I can't wait to talk about my strategy this game.
2 red, 4 white. All in good time.
Yeah.
Let's call it
Alright.
4.
That's not
You are
bad.
in the open.
There's likely enough here, statistically anyway. Can I beat the odds? Definitely.
All right, all right.
I had a lot of saves.
All right. LJ lamenting the lack of activation kills so far. Very understandable.
So I'm going to check what my range is looking like on this B squad. Now, unfortunately, they do have some guys around the corner here. And I do enjoy my, coordinate shenanigans. So I unfortunately have to make a bit of a weird play here. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take a shot from here to the IRG.
Okay.
Because I want to continue to light those guys up as much as humanly possible.
That makes sense.
So it'll be a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We do have all 8, so 7 white, 3 black.
All right. IRG are in heavy cover due to the fruit stand and the 1, 2, 3 suppression tokens that they have.
I'll go ahead and take a shot. For it looks like just 1 crit.
Just 1 crit.
Call that the tenacity activator.
No, you will not.
Not even. What are they at now? 5 out of 5?
At least. All right. So they still got 1 action left.
Yep. So I'm just going to go ahead and bound over to the right. Reinforce that flank, which is falling apart just a tad here. But more importantly, we'll keep that coordinate chain nice and active. Now I'm actually kind of taking care to keep them safe in case they don't get to take the first shot next time they activate.
Okay, I'm going to go to my stack. I'm going to pull a trooper unit. I'm going to go to this guy right here who is going to aim and shoot at these guys.
Okay.
Those guys are in heavy cover, and I can only see 2 of them. But with the aim token and crit and everything else, well, there's a crit. Rerolling 2. So just the 1, LJ.
All right. Take the roll there, and I'll take my 2 suppression. I do take the hit.
Yes.
And 2 more suppress for that unit. There you go.
This unit is now done as we go back over to LJ.
All right. Well, I do indeed like to torture myself, so I'm going to go ahead and activate the other droidicas.
Okay.
And they're going to take another aim and fire into that Royal Guard.
Makes sense. How about you?
All right. So firing away here. First roll looking solid.
Nothing wrong with the shooting for your guys.
Yep, and second roll completes it. So we'll be 4 after heavy cover.
Yes. You ready for this? Brace yourself.
I am fully braced.
Yeah.
Oh,
That is the tenacity activator.
tenacity activator.
All right, so they're up to 6 suppression. I've taken a wound on one of the regular staffers there. So we go to my stack. I pulled a trooper unit. This guy has 4 suppression. We're going to try to roll that off. That seems like a lot. 1 will come off.
All right.
What he's going to do, LJ, is just kind of move backwards for me.
Well, all these activations running away. It's almost like nobody wants to come into range 2 of Grievous for some strange reason.
Yeah, we're trying to stay out of there. All right, so you are up, sir.
Yeah, and I have a very exciting activation for you. It's the dude in the back.
Uh-huh.
He's feeling spicy, so I think I'll just grab some of your dice here and roll for 2 suppression here in the center of the board. And, okay. Oh,
That guy's the bravest droid.
Both. Yeah, they really portrayed them as cowardly, but
Yeah.
this guy, he didn't get the memo. There's lots I could do, but I don't really feel like risking him unnecessarily. So I'm going to go ahead and go this way and double move. Tucked around the corner, but because I don't want to forget the mistakes I made earlier, just barely in range 1 of the objective, and I'm out.
Okay, I have a token in front of me. I really have no idea who it might be. It is a trooper. It's my medical droid, troopers.
Can't forget that guy.
Yeah, it seems like he might be okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to move him forward and maybe take some shots.
Okay.
Okay, this squad has moved out. They are now within range 1 to bring back a T-21 Bravo using the medical droid's second treat action. That's a free action. So now they're going to shoot at range 3 at this squad of white droids back there.
All right.
All right, we got 4 white dice. We got a crit.
Ooh,
That could be a dead droid.
All right, so we'll come back here and throw a dice at you. I do not have a surge over there, I believe. So I think you got him.
Dead droid.
Yep.
Roger, roger.
Woo, turn 4, scoring turn. LJ, I have gone with an entire legion.
All right, I actually went with the ambush here.
Okay. Come back with the orders. All right, LJ, you have priority. Where have you gone?
Thank you. So, I did go ahead and give an order to a droid because I wanted to get another full attack before these guys got charged again. And then we popped an uplink to give 3 more orders out. So this is actually the first turn 4, that I don't have great control. I have a Deca, a Grievous, and 1 droid all the way over there sitting in my bag. So I am going to start this thing with the
Before
droid
you do that, let me explain what I did with an entire legion.
Yeah.
So, of course, all of these troops over here on my side of the board, I got one. I did not place an order token on this special forces and instead choosing to battle med it over to my Royal Guard. That allowed them to take away 2 suppression for discipline 2, and then they have gotten a surge token. This unit of stormtroopers has gotten a surge, and then these 2 units over here have gotten surge tokens. So now you were saying before I rudely interrupted you.
Oh, actually, before the rude interruption,
Yeah.
I did want to point out that you have perfect activation control. The droid player, for once, does not, and the irony is palpable. So with that joke,
I love a good pun. Let me know if you come up with any.
I will enter some shooting over here.
Okay.
Aim.
All right.
And I'm gonna give out surge tokens.
You know
real
that
quick.
link targeting array seems pretty good.
You know, I think it is. It's coming in more this game than it usually does, but I do like it. All right, we'll take a shot at IRG. We'll go ahead and re-roll these 2 with the first aim token, and we'll spend the surge.
Okay.
So it'll be a total of 5 because you'll still have a light cover from the suppression. So another amazing rollout. The world is waiting.
I'd be okay with that.
Or a 3 RG gonna die. Okay.
So
you only have 1 surge token.
I have 1 surge token, so I will convert one of those. So I'm going to lose an IRG member and take 2 more suppression.
There we go. Continue.
All right, LJ has helped me out here, and he's just pointed out that Palp is still in range 3 of these guys, so I did not need the bat med, but they won't run away either. I'm going to activate them right now. They have 5 suppression on them. They have 5 suppression on them.
But you got 4 courage. So,
you know, when you have shots plinking off your armor that often, it tends to make you keep your head down. So what they're going to do is they're going to move in and try to finish off those droidicas.
There you go. All blanks.
4 black, 3 red.
Not all blanks. That is a lot.
That is pretty good.
And you know what? 5 is 1 over the number you would need to kill them all if I blinked out on this one. So I'm going to go ahead and grab another die from the other side of the table here.
Again, melee going through the shields of the droidicas.
Yeah. We'll lose a base.
You know, that only seems fair.
Nice job. I'm ready.
You are ready. You are on film.
Okay. Well, I'm ready and on film. Not the first time. So I'm going to go ahead and strict order that one off there. And they're going to go ahead and take an aim shot at that officer T-21B squad over there. So it'll be 2 white, 3 black with an aim coming at you.
Okay. It's been a pretty exciting game. I've been happy with it.
Yeah, this has been fairly back and forth, especially when you consider that squad over there. I lost a lot of Bs, but I had on objectives at the moment, so there's a little silver lining there. Anyway, we'll take the shot, and those bees are apparently very angry. So we'll re-roll that other one with an aim and get 4 for you after cover.
That's not the droids I saw in the movie.
All right, I like where this is going.
Those droids lost to Gungans. Okay, that'll be the unit.
Just enough. Hey, finally get an activation.
All right, so there goes the brave shore troopers. I do love that unit. I'm going to activate this unit of stormtroopers over here, LJ.
All right.
And they're going to double move.
Uh-oh.
I want to make you think about that objective in the back of yours.
That one guy over there got his thinking cap on.
A really brave guy. All right, and I'm going to swing these guys around, obviously.
Pulling a little sneaky on me there.
I really don't know what I'm doing in this game. It just seemed like it would be fun, so... There we go.
I think I can agree there.
And that is their activation.
Alright, so I've got a rocket squad over here that does not have a ton to do. And unfortunately, not everybody can see somebody. So I'm going to go ahead and let's start with this full squad here that somehow has remained full given the way that the game has swung back and forth. So I'm going to go ahead and activate them here. I've got enough movement to put the leader in the archway pretty easily. The conga line is back on. The music is playing once again, so I'm going to go ahead and take advantage of that and line them up nicely. If you put your bees 2 by 2, they should fit within range 1. Yep, you can sneak that guy right there. So a little bit of staggering goes a long way with B1s. You'll find that really helps when you're moving around so many minis at once. So they're going to go ahead, take a shot at the 2 dudes there in heavy cover.
All right. Okay.
Yeah, pizza not having it affects my demeanor, YouTube world.
Okay.
All right. No, I'm going to go ahead and roll some dice and see if I can eliminate those 2 guys. No aim tokens, so we're praying for some crits.
Oh, you got plenty.
And the dice, we're listening. Actually, we got a lot of everything here. So B1's showing their prowess there. Remember, that
kids,
is a 60-ish point unit that you just saw roll there.
Okay.
So 2 will bounce off the heavy, and it'll be 5.
Oh, Lord.
Go B1s. Doing their thing.
And that's going to be the unit. Well done.
Right.
As the things have really started to swing back to the droids. All right, so I've activated the Snow Trooper unit, and I've rolled off 1 suppression. I can't tell you why. You didn't get to see it, but it may have to do with a guest off camera. And he's going to move, so he is contacting this piece of terrain, so it's going to be back a little bit like that. And that is it for him, LJ. As we go back to you.
All right, so I am going to take a look at what I have to work with here. I think I'm going to need that uplink back, so I know at the minimum I'm going to need to do a refresh, but I think I'm going to go ahead and pull from my stack here, taking a look to see kind of what the angles are looking like. But I'm going to go ahead and pick this one. It's going to be a Droidica. So I'm going to go ahead and activate these guys. They're going to AI move to do a little pivot.
Okay.
And hopefully, Roger, are we a victory here against these 3 remaining IRG?
Okay. So I got light at this point because...
Yeah, so this was a very lucky shot on my part because if I shoot through my own Droidica, which is obviously off screen at the moment, that actually does give you light cover.
Yeah.
And the suppression would count up as well. But because I'm able to get 2 out of the 3 out, yeah, you will just get that suppression cover. So we're hoping for lots of results. Really only getting 1, actually. That crit just going through and maybe knocking out the Electro Staff. Fingers crossed.
Okay, you surge to hit?
No surge tokens this time.
Okay, so it was 2, right?
Yeah, just 2 down to 1 because of light cover.
Boom! 1 plus 1.
Well.
Very good. Okay, so it turns out I rolled 1 too many dice there. Now I failed both of them. If I would have gotten one of them, it would have been more difficult. So I only took 1 wound there instead of 2, and gained 2 more suppression for them. All right, so at this point, we got a couple of things we can do, and one of those things is these boys right here.
Medical.
I think they need to take out an activation.
Okay.
So I'm going to move them and shoot them. So we move these guys around. I'm going to be throwing 4 white dice into this squad right here.
Crit's
All right. Yep. There is a crit.
All right.
Cancel the other one because of the heavy cover.
Yep, we'll roll the 1. Oh, no surge token.
And that's 1 less droid.
Wait, no, there's a surge token.
That's no less droids.
There it is.
All right, LJ, back to you.
All right. So we are kind of running out of options here. I once again would love my uplings back, and we're not going to take a shot because mysteriously everything has disappeared from sandbags.
Yeah.
For some strange reason.
You know.
So we'll do a refresh, and we'll pop ourselves around that corner a little bit. And I think that'll be it for them. Just a refresh and a move so we can continue to support that flank.
Seems good. Over here, I'm going to aim shoot at the droid unit that I just hit.
Okay.
And we can just see the unit leader at this point.
Goodbye.
3 white dice. Aim token. Uh-oh.
I like this so far.
Just 2 suppression. Little disappointing, these past 2, but that's okay. Back to you, sir.
All right, so I am grabbing one from my stack. I get a troop.
All right.
Kind of what I want. So we'll go ahead and pull this guy. This guy who I don't believe can see anything. Actually, downfall of the AI droid conundrum here. There is a little bit of gun sticking out from around that corner. So, the hero of the droids over here, I'll just grab a dice so we don't have to move.
Yep. This will be fun.
Yeah, so hero over here is praying for crit against those storms, does not get it. And then for his second action, I'm going to take a look and see what I'm working with here.
You want to take a minute?
No, all good. Yep, okay, cool. So I just wanted to see if I could engage that unit with him. Sometimes I love to do that just to speed bump. But I'm not going to be able to pull it off. He is going to go ahead and move over there and continue rotating around the corner. NASCAR.
All right, that's going to bring up my sniper. And what he's going to do is he's going to go up these stairs and take a shot.
Nice.
So I've decided to double move him, LJ.
Okay.
To right over here. No question I would have that much movement to get me there. So,
Yep.
All right, we're done there.
All right, well, that'll get it back to me. I'm pretty sure the only thing I have left is Big G, and everything is continuing to skirt around to that side of the table there. So I think I'm finally going to give him a big hello there.
All right.
As we're apt to do. So Grievous is going to go ahead, try to roll that suppression token there that I was grabbing off. I'll bring the dice over to your side. So he'll try to roll that suppression off. He doesn't, but that's fine because he's got 2 courage. And he's actually going to take, I think he's going to take an aim token here. Let me check range. Oh yeah, we're good. So he is going to take an aim, use scale to move on up, and then relentless to take a shot at those guys with the medic.
I like it.
All right, so it'll be 2 black, 4 white. Again, crit 1, pierce 1 at those guys out there in the open.
With
a
an
great
aim.
Shot. Yep, we'll spin
the aim.
here.
Yeah, sure.
And so that crit 1 will convert. It'll be a total of 3 with pierce 1 on those guys.
I will make all 3, but the pierce will kick in and get 1.
I'm getting nightmares over here.
Take one off there. I have Palpatine left, and he is going to go ahead and move out as soon as I find his move tool. There it is.
Speed 1. Come at you. Oh boy.
And, you got to give the fans what they want. And what they want right now is for me to shoot Grievous. So that's what I'm going to do. Now, of course, Grievous is immune pierce.
Well, not immune pierce.
No, he has...
He's a pervious.
Pervious.
Yes. The less cool version.
Yeah. Well, take 3 crits, Impervious.
I will.
He had heavy cover, so he obviously gets to negate that one.
All right, and it is pierce 1 on his lightning?
Pierce 2.
Okay.
And suppressive.
All right, so yeah, it'll be a total of 5 with Impervious thrown on there. Not a great rollout. All 3 of those will go through because that will go away, and I don't have Surge. So
all right.
3 wounds for Big G. Oh.
All right, that's going to end it for here. And over here, you are putting your 3 wounds on Grievous. He, of course, starts with 8. As we look, you're going to be able to score that.
Yep.
And score that. And I score that.
All right, so
All right.
another 2-1 turn.
Exactly.
I've been trained in your Jedi arts.
All right, so we are at 4-2. Going into turn 5, LJ, you have your card.
I do.
You already know what I'm playing.
I'm pretty sure I do.
That's going to be, and now you shall die.
Met with trained in your Jedi arts.
All right, let's have at you.
Match we all wanted.
Darth Sidious versus Grievous. Important to roll off here, as we both have one on priority. I picked blanks. No, shields. So that is you, LJ. You have priority.
All right, so then if we're rolling here, I'm going to go ahead and strict suppression.
You've already given your orders. I'm sorry. I have
Oh.
not given my orders yet.
What are your orders going to?
I almost feel like it has to be Palp. We're going to go with Palp. I was thinking maybe the IRG, to be honest.
I believe now that... Oh, no, Batman is the whole map, so you could.
Yeah.
You could if you really wanted to.
Yeah, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to go over here to Palp. Because this is where the game's going to be won or lost.
Yep, this is the big move here. All right, so if we are ready for
we
race
are.
this time.
We are.
All right,
We're
so
filming
I
and
have
everything.
once again, strict order one of those off.
Okay.
I think that strict has pulled a good 7-8 suppression out for me. Definitely
That's
worth
really,
the 5 points.
Really important card for droids I'm seeing.
Definitely.
Because of how many tokens they have.
So, I'm sure you've noticed throughout the game here, Sith Training Complete Grievous is ready to complete the mission, as Jin would say. So we're going to go ahead and scale to get that movement down there. Take a full speed towards Papa Palp.
Sure.
And then do it again to get into base to base with Palpatine. I'm going to give it a check before I finish just to make sure, yep, I can hit everything over here with his 1 pip.
Oh, cool.
And I'm going to go ahead and grab him a dodge and a surge token as well, because I left those back on my side of the board.
No worries.
All right, so Grievous has elected to start this turn off with a swing at Palpatine. Usually I do like to split, but given the card that is being played, I am trying to do as much damage to Palpatine as possible. So usually, again, like to maybe shoot out with the pistol, but here I'm throwing 4 blacks, 3 reds because it's tenacity, and 2 white. Jedi Hunter is active because I am fighting Force User. That is going to be a pretty solid rollout here, if I do say so myself. That'll be 1, 2, 3, 4.
Only missed with 2 dice.
Yep, that'll convert. So you're looking at 7.
Now, you do have a name token, you said, yes?
No.
Oh, no.
The surge token.
Surge token.
Yeah, I got the surge from Aggressive Tactics.
Gotcha. So 7, you say. Let's see if we laugh in Palpatine. I will take a wound.
Oof, you do indeed laugh in Palpatine. Not bad. But, you know, everyone counts when you're running into that mad lad with his lightning attack. So we're just going to let the good times roll here.
Yes.
I will transition straight into the 1 pip whirlwind here. So like a Beyblade, we're going to let it rip. And I'm going to go ahead and roll a total of 5. The tenacity does trigger again because we are in melee. So I'll actually get 5 here on Palp. And we got that one going away in the corner. Hopefully we could see that. That will convert to a crit. So it'll be another 3 for Palpatine. Another 3. So maybe some chance. I mean, that's not bad. It was a total of 10 on him.
That's another wound.
He only took 2 out of 10. So actually that feels fairly statistical.
I'm okay with
Maybe a little better than the average, but he does take 2. And he will take a suppression token from it being a suppressive attack.
Okay.
Not that it really matters for Palpatine at this point in time, but that is a thing, and we should remember to do those. I'm also going to go ahead and do the rest of Train Your Jedi Arts. We'll start with the Mortar here. Mortar being in the open. No cover. That'll be 3 saves for Mortar. Not a bad roll there.
You know, this is really amazing, and is this Pierce or anything?
No Pierce. It is suppressive, but no Pierce.
Like, I've played with Luke, who's a Jedi, and he can't do this. So what are these Jedi
What
arts?
Jedi Arts are we referencing here?
2. So 2.
Ooh, I almost got the Mortar in one
Is that
shot.
suppressive as well?
It is.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's suppressive. He's going to take 2, unlike Palpatine, who just took 1 because he was in melee.
Okay.
And then last but not least, we are going to go for the other squad over there, the medic squad. Now, you do get cover from this, so that 1 suppression token will maybe bounce a hit off you. And indeed it will. Not going to spend that surge token. I'm going to hold on to it.
That seems good.
So that will not convert. It'll just be 1 save after light cover. Just 1.
And I will not save.
All right.
And 2 more suppression on them.
2 more suppression, correct.
Nice. All right, so there is the carnage. 2 and 2, 3 suppression over here, remove a guy. I'm going to go with Palpatine. I mean, that's why I put the order token on. So let's see if he rolls off that suppression. He does not. It doesn't matter. Yeah. He is going to aim.
Okay.
And he actually gained
2
aims. So he's up to 3 aims. And we'll be shooting at Grievous.
Okay.
All right, here we go. This is just a regular rolling at this point. So far we got 2. I will go ahead and use an aim.
Okay.
I got so many, why not? For 3. Now you have a dodge, eh?
I do.
I'm going to use another aim.
Okay. Loading them up.
So we're going to stick with the 3 crits at this point. Okay. And keep that aim for later.
All right. So I think I'm actually, because I'm going to get electrocuted more here in a minute, I'm not going to dodge it.
Okay.
I'm going to go ahead and take those 4 hits to the face.
Okay.
And then I'll also get 2 more from Impervious. Basically looking for all blocks here. That is really not a bad roll out there.
Really, that is going to block all 3, will it not?
No, so 2 will be pierced away. You should have a 4th one there.
Oh, okay.
So those 2 will be pierced away. Your 3 results, now 4 results, will compare to my 3.
I'm sorry.
1 will still go through, and that is suppressive. And because you made an attack this turn, I do get the immobilize token.
I think it's for the... I don't mean to question your rules knowledge, because it is really good. But I thought it was after Emperor Palpatine performs an act. Oh, yeah. Okay. Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
Sweet. So I'm going to go ahead and load up my 3rd wound.
All right.
It's going to make me also gain a suppression, but it also gives me a aim.
Another aim.
So 2 red, 2 black, 2 white. That's good.
Yeah, that's why I saved the dodge.
So no aims required at this point.
All right, so I'm going to dodge one of those, bringing it down to 5, plus 2 for Impervious. So we're up to 7. Grievous has taken 4 wounds so far, so I do need to block more than a couple of these if I want him to stay standing. So we'll go ahead and roll it. Could be better, could be worse, but I do think I get to live. So again, you threw 6 dice at me.
I did.
Okay, so that will go away. That will go away.
And you will block 3, correct?
Yep.
Okay.
So, living on a prayer.
That puts him at 7 wounds.
Yep.
And I can do this one more time, LJ.
Yes, you can.
So that is my 4th wound. My 3rd suppression. And
see, I needed to do just 1 more wound, so you could not do this.
This is what he does.
He tried his hardest, that Grievous. That's fine. He'll just go off into the sunset here in a minute.
So this is I'm up to 3 aims now.
All right, well,
I like my chances.
Well, yeah.
So there's 4 to start.
Yep.
And I'm just gonna roll this.
Yeah.
To make it 5. I feel like I'm playing Bosk. I don't own Bosk, but I feel like I'm playing him right now.
Yeah. Oh, of
so
course.
6.
He completed the cycle. That'll be a total of 8 for me. And I think I should have... Sorry, bumped the camera.
That's okay. That's okay.
Should have exactly enough dice to pull this off. Getting a total of 8. John Griffin watching us in the corner laughing as poor Grievous is electrocuted to death. All he wanted to do was settle a trade dispute, guys. All right, and here it comes. Of course, lots of death coming my way.
That seems unlikely, LJ.
Unlikely. Well, there goes Grievous.
All right.
But Palpatine, only 1 wound left. Could be worse.
That's all he needs.
Yep. He's the high ground.
All right, so that's going to end Palpatine's turn. He's at 4 wounds, 3 suppression, as we go to some droids.
All right, so I have a lot of kind of important decisions to make here. Your order pool looks like it's going to be 3 troopers, 2 special forces. Yep, just like Han, don't tell me those odds. I'm going to pull from the stack and grab a support. So I'm going to continue the onslaught against Fort IRG over here.
Okay.
They're going to AI, and we're going to go ahead AI attack.
Gotcha.
So we'll go ahead and roll 4 black, 2 red at the IRG. All right, so here we are with the attack coming at you. Once again, pulling off that only light cover trick we were talking about earlier. But not really rolling very well.
Is that just 1?
That is just 1 after the cover. Good job.
And I will block it, but of course 2 suppression.
Yeah.
That's going to put them up to 8.
8? Ooh, yeah, and I don't think they're in pop range right now.
1. All right, so the shot's complete.
Yep, so we're going to go back to the Decas. I do believe 8 suppression should be enough to save me over here. I've been known to be wrong on many occasions, but I'm going to go ahead and take a pivot, show them the cold shoulder. Those IRG, and that will end the droidicas.
Okay, I'm going straight to my stack.
Okay.
I have pulled a Special Forces.
Good timing.
You know, no time like the present.
Yeah, so
since it is 8 dice, I'm going to go over to the dice tray.
That makes sense.
Okay, they're leadership 2. They were out of Palp's range. I have done 2. That leaves them with 6. That means they are going to try to run off the table. We'll see if they can do that. Okay, after measurements, we've determined the IRG can't make it off the board. And so now they are gone.
Sweet.
All right.
All right, so as I meticulously stack my tokens over here, clearly the most important things going on at the moment. I'm taking a look, seeing what my options are over here. And we did lose Grievous. And of course, we got to take care of Palpatine, who is conveniently standing through that archway there.
Indeed.
So I do have a couple decisions I have to make as far as where to start this off.
Would you like a minute?
I'm okay.
Okay.
I think I know what I got to do here. Palpatine at the moment is not an issue. So I want to see before they get shot if this squad over here can save themselves from panicking, seeing as Grievous is now off the table. So that'll be a big 3 suppression.
You are a guest on my channel, which means you will roll off at least 1.
All right. Well, let's see what they can do. Nope.
Oh, none.
All right. So they're going to come towards you.
Come on.
Yeah, they'll come down to Party Town. And they're going to pop on. Yep, I'm definitely over the halfway point of this board. So they're going to take a speed 2 move straight towards the edge. And actually, can't forget here, this is still hostile. I've done a better job of actually touching the terrain. I bumped him a little bit this game. So, yeah. And yeah, there's a 5-man standing over there that I sort of forgot existed for a second there. Palpatine, a great distractor.
Yes, he will focus the attention elsewhere.
All right, so there they go.
All right, as I go to my stack, and I've pulled a trooper unit.
Okay. Speak of the devil.
It probably is going to be them. You know what? Bum, bum, bum. Before them, we're going to go over here, LJ.
Okay.
See what we can do with these 3 dice. We're going to pull off 1, so they're at 2. And so what they are going to do is they're going to move up.
Okay.
The time is now.
Time is nigh.
I can only go up 1.
Okay.
And then they're going to kind of... I'm more worried about the droidicas next turn than anything else. They're going to sit right here, my friend.
All right. You roll.
Okay.
All right, so that gets it back to me. You just have the mortar left, it looks like, at the moment.
I have a Schnee Troopin.
Oh, yes.
And I have a Scout Sniper.
Can't forget about the Snow, who's sitting there staring at a wall for some reason. I want to talk to him about that.
He's a little battle rattled.
Yeah,
A little shock.
All right, well, fair enough on his part, I suppose.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm going to go ahead.
Feels betrayed for Palpatine pulling the strings.
Not on him.
Yeah.
Why can't you pick me? All right, so the full 8-man here.
Yeah.
Not everybody can see Palpatine, so I'm actually going to come over to your side
All right.
here. And I'm going to move out a little closer to these guys. And we're still going to touch the terrain. I give a big old hello there to the medic squad. And take a shot at Pal.
Okay, seems good.
So, you know, the best kind of kill is overkill in situations like this. You know, not hitting Palpatine. I did consider for a good minute there to try to swing that rocket around again to finish him. But you know what? With Palpatine, you really do have to commit to the bit, because otherwise he'll just laugh it off as he survives to the next turn.
Indeed.
So, in order to give him an early burial, we're going to throw 7 whites, 3 blacks, and see if we can take him down.
I defy you. So I'm sitting in light cover because of suppression is what we just covered, right?
No, actually, you should.
I think you can see over that.
You know what? Actually, I didn't look how close it was. I can't see over that.
Yeah.
Even with his short stature, I still do got you. You are correct. So you will have light cover here. Looking for some results. Not terrible. That is 4. I do have a surge token. So we will spend that. It'll be 4 saves for Palpatine, which statistically should be enough. But we'll see. Harness the energy or IRG, you'll be fine.
What was that last wound I had to do to Grievous? Oh, you got him.
Got him.
Nicely done. All right, sad day for the Empire as Palpatine has been taken off the board. As we go over to my stack, we have pulled a trooper unit. It's going to be this unit right here, LJ.
The mortar returns.
They are going to go ahead and see if they can roll off 2 suppression. This is, I'd love to have an aim token because I'm not doing great with it, but I will not.
Okay.
My problems are rolling off suppression continue. They're just going to go ahead and shoot at this unit, making sure they are
nice and suppressed.
They are beyond range 1, no doubt about that. So
beyond range 2 even.
Yeah.
Which is the important part.
Well, it's range 2 to 4, right?
3 to 4.
3 to 4. You are correct.
Yes, you're the one with the card in front of you. Yeah, you should be just out still. I could have punked you, and I didn't even realize it.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
All right. All right. We're having so much fun. I've changed my mind. I'm going to go from here and shoot that lone droid.
Ooh,
that seems to make more sense.
That's a good call.
Yeah, thanks.
Does he have range 4?
He does have range 4.
All right, nuke him.
No doubts there. Unfortunately, no aim token. Okay, so 3 dice. I just need something. There's a crit.
That is a something. All right, well, 1 shot, 1 kill likely for this B1.
From the artillery, kind of. Mortars aren't the best, but
yeah, well,
it's what we got.
They're in my purview.
No! Take 2 suppression.
All right.
All right, LJ, go ahead. This is now you.
All right, with a big grin on that droid's face.
Yes.
Pull from the stack, and we do grab him, the core trooper. So I do have to roll 2 suppression. I'll come over to you. And yep, so I got to get 1 of these, and then I'll get both his actions. Remember, this was the hero from earlier in the game.
Yeah.
Nope, his rogues did not
right.
continue. He's going to come party with those stormtroopers that are hanging out over there. So I'm going to come a little closer.
So, looking at it, I think he's actually going to come this direction.
Correct.
Okay.
I do believe I'm much closer to this port edge than that one.
Yeah.
So yeah, I got to swing basically as tight as I can at full 90 degree around the corner. So I'm going to go like that, and I'm going to be the lookout for those stormtroopers around the corner. Whenever they want to come out, they're ready. He's ready.
Schneetroopin.
Yep.
Now is your time. I'm going to go to my stack.
All right.
And I have pulled a Special Forces.
All right.
Not your time yet. So I'm going to go here.
Okay.
And activate him. Double moved my Scout Trooper up to there.
All right. Well, follow that exciting activation. Droideka coming at you. The Droideka, I do believe, is going to take a bit of a move here.
Okay.
Kind of put him in a weird, tight spot. So you know what? I'm actually going to... No, I'm going to prepare. So I'm going to move.
Okay.
And then because he's looking the wrong direction that the battle's going, I'm going to rotate. And I'll just be ready for next turn.
Okay. As I go to my stack, I have pulled a trooper unit. Let me take some measurements with the snow trooper and I'll be back. Okay, that lone battle droid is much too far away for me to even contemplate getting, so we're going to see if I roll off his suppression. We do not. Why would we want to do that?
Yeah, that's for chops.
What we're going to do here
Just move away from your back objectives.
is move back towards my back objective.
Oh my gosh. Did you have the movement tool going the wrong way there? I hope not.
It seems okay.
All right. Yeah, no, he looks pretty safe there.
Yeah.
He's got a whole turn to move an extra inch or 2.
Well, they are slow.
Yeah.
All right, back to you, sir.
All right. Well, I know that squad back there has still yet to pop around the corner and ice something. So I am going to go ahead and try to spite you a little bit here. And protect this house. We must protect this house. So I'm going to come over here. then I'm going to do it again. I'm coming. I'm ready.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, you know what? Now he was about there. I'm going to do a little bit of cohesion shenanigans. I'm going to recover.
Those are my favorite shenanigans.
Oh, yes. So, yeah. You know what? I think the recover is actually, stronger play here, because then I have that rocket on the last turn just in case. So they're there.
Okay. Very good. As we go to my turn. All right, with my last activation, it's these guys over here. I don't know if this is the right play, but I'm going to do it.
Do it.
You know, when you play LJ Pena, and it's on tape, you always question what the heck you're doing, because you feel like he is judging you.
I'm not judging you.
Okay. I'm going to go right to the edge there. We're going to make sure that I am within range 1 here, and I am. As we place the rest of these guys in cohesion. LJ, do you have anybody else?
I believe I am out.
Okay.
Yep, I'm out.
All right, we're going to talk about this and then come back. Okay, LJ, with both our commanders dead, I've nominated that Scout Trooper to be my first.
Good choice. I went ahead and nominated my full B1 squad there.
That also seems smart. Okay, so let's go over and see what we got for this last turn.
All right.
All right, LJ, I have gone with push.
All right. Well, you were smart and saved cards for the end. I did not. So I've got a big old standing order there for my side.
All right. With priority, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a headlong charge.
Ooh. Oh, man. Right into them?
Right into him.
Right into them. Nice.
So 1, and he's going to be able to tuck in.
Okay.
You know what? I'm going to measure a little bit more effectively.
Okay.
Because I assume you're probably going to want to withdraw. And so I'm going to see if I can make it through this little tunnel and still pop out the other side in contact with you.
Yeah, it looks like you can put him basically right behind that last B there.
Okay, so I'm going to do exactly that.
Well, now
Right
we're
there.
friends.
All right.
Whether you wanted it or not, you have 8 new B1 friends right up in your grill. And you, sure, just throw stuff.
I flipped the wrong token to boot.
Try to flip the table over here is War Corgi. You've all seen it on camera. He recorded it. Probably won't even edit it out. He's so confident in what he just got away with. And a long sigh escapes his lips.
I don't need this kind of grief from a Dodgers fan.
It always
a
comes back to
droid
sports
player.
with you people. All right, so that's them. They cohere,
Yeah.
and they are, they're ready to party. But I'm actually going to wait on them
Okay.
for this moment.
Sure.
I think I'm actually going to pull from my stack
Okay.
and get Droidica.
Okay.
So we're going to go ahead and go with Mr. Droidica there. I'm just going to go ahead and use his AI move to bump on up to there. He's going to see that Stormtrooper and his medic buddy won't be able to see the last guy. But that's okay. I think we just want to get some more suppression out there, which is indeed what I'm going to do. We're going to go ahead and take the shot there. You've, of course, got heavy cover.
Okay. All right. Here we go.
Here comes the boom. Droidica's taking the shot. Holy, getting the crit through. That's okay. We mostly wanted the suppression. If we kill the medic, that's just a bonus.
All right. So you will kill the medic.
Got him. All right. So 2 suppression. Not that the medic really matters at this point, but he's out.
All right, LJ, I'm going to go to my stack. I'm going to pull a trooper unit. I'm going to roll my 2 dice, taking off both suppression. And so then I'm going to aim the mortar and shoot at that lonely B1 droid back there.
All right, good luck.
Thanks. All right, we clarified LJ was wishing his droid good luck, not me. I knew it was too good to be true. Having rolled off those 2 suppression, I do have an aim. He's going to need that
I like where
aim.
this is going. Ooh.
Okay, so we got one crit now. He has been a hero all game.
Yes.
Can he do it again?
Some rogue bees on my team. Nope.
No.
Got
Okay,
it.
nice.
All right. So it looks like, are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right. We were filming. It's back to me. All right. Well, I really do want that dude and his buddy to panic. So we're going to go ahead. Just try to beat that guy, that scout, to death. So it's going to be
Oh my goodness.
8
Okay.
white and an aim token on the scout.
Oh, droids in close combat. I didn't even consider. All right.
The heroes coming in here. A back alley beatdown of Scout Trooper. You saw what Jin did to Stormtrooper, so we'll see what droids can do in melee. Well, only one crit so far. Can we get another hit in? 2 crits! Alright, well that makes me feel significantly better.
Seems good.
Try to take the scout down. Oh, and he sticks the landing.
Wow.
Nothing but respect for that guy. Good.
LJ, I'm going to go ahead and activate this unit right here.
Alright.
And they are going to try roll off 1 suppression. Mm-hmm. Do it, boys.
Ooh.
They'll roll off 3.
Whoa. Suppression rolls this turn for you have been very solid.
They have, and with their 1 action, my friend, they're just going to move
Jump in.
also
Yep.
up here.
Continue the party.
Yep. Now we'll have 2 units in scoring range.
Alright.
Once we go back to you.
Alright, so gotta decide who I want to go with here. So basically all you have left is that snow hiding around the corner and your 5-man of storms.
That's correct.
Yes, so I'm gonna go ahead and I think it's time for the rally roll for my 3-man over there.
Okay,
So
okay.
we can just transition over here to make it quick. I gotta roll 2 of these off if I would like a chance. Nope, just one. So they will continue the march of the penguins up to the side of the board there. Yeah. So they'll just go ahead and move basically straight back to there, where they will just stare angrily at that mortar. It reminds them so much of missed opportunity.
All right. So I'm going to go my stack.
Okay.
That's going to be the snow trooper right here.
All right.
He is just moving up to here
Okay.
to make sure you cannot see him.
Makes sense to me.
So that is on you now.
All right. Well, I'm going to attempt to make you go last, or to get the last act, I guess. And I'm going to pull a droidica who has nothing to do, really, because nothing is in range. So I'm going to do it just to say I did it once this game. I'm going to go over here. I am going to grab the model. Note, I never did this during the tournament over the last 2 days. I actually did wheel mode like once, except for to score a breakthrough. And I'm going to pick him up over there. And then the satisfying wheel mode model replacement for the final position, so the droidica can be in glorious wheel mode for the end of this game. He made it. That's him.
Okay, so that's going to leave, as I flip that one over, 1 unit left, and that's going to be these guys over here.
Okay.
And what I'm going to do with them, LJ, since they have no suppression, is they're going to double move.
Okay.
One. And then 2 into contact with you.
Yep. Seems legit. Doop.
And I would have to check and make sure they're all in cohesion, but we can make that happen by putting him over here.
All right, now let's take a look, make sure
They're done.
they're all good.
Yeah.
All right, so that just leaves my guys. Wow, you really threw a Hail Mary at me right there. If they had, if they had activated, wow, that really messed me up. All right, so I do think I have enough movement, though, to do my Hail Mary. I think I can go in either direction, and it's going to be a tie no matter what. Unless for some strange reason I rolled 5 out of 5 on the melee and just sat there and beast moded that. But I don't think that's possible. So, I'm going to withdraw.
Okay.
We're going to go the full speed 1 this way, seeing as you conveniently left me over here. And we are going to tie the center objective. We will wave goodbye to those stormtroopers and let them have home base. And they'll end me.
Okay, so I'm out as well.
Mm-hmm.
Now, it is trooper units that score. So, Rolly Boy here doesn't score, correct?
Nope.
So we're tied here with 1-2 and 1-2.
Mm-hmm.
I have this one here, and I have this one here.
Yep, so that'll take us...
To 8-6.
Hold.
Hold.
You're missing the scout sniper in the middle. I believe you have 3 battles in the middle. And
No.
3
Oh, just 2. Just 2.
Oh, there was a third.
So, it is a double scoring turn.
Yes.
So
So,
we'll push here.
yes.
You'll get 2,
Yes, that brings me up to 4.
and you'll get 2.
That brings me up to 6.
Mm-hmm.
You have 4.
Mm-hmm.
Did I just beat LJ Pena?
He did.
He did.
I'm gonna go over here.
Sorry, I thought you won that one.
I'm gonna grab this, and congrats, more corgis going to Worlds.
I got to talk to the wife about this. Arwen, she's so excited. All right, if you don't mind, we're going to take a second and wrap this up. Awesome game. Welcome to the channel, and welcome back from a great battle report. LJ Pena is a man who needs no introduction. His resume is a mile long. 2019 World Invitee, 2020 World Invitee, the first person to qualify with droids.
Pretty sure
for
now.
World. No, we're going with it.
All right.
And a heck of a game it was. I used my list from Wairfaire Weekend, as did you. It was a great tournament here in St. Louis, Missouri. We had about 24 players, I think. A couple of big names, none of which who watch my channel. We had Casey Garnanen in there. We had Ryan from Stabcast. So if you want to hear about my battle report with him in round 4.
Oh, I'm sure he'll talk about it.
Yeah, tune into that. We had John Griffin here from 312. He writes some brilliant articles for them. And of course, Brendan Franz. We had...
And a lot of guys that I'm familiar with. You know, Eric Reha, who won the whole thing, was another Worlds participant last year. And the guy who bested me in the fun around this time, Dylan Stevens, who's a good friend. Bradley, who also took an invite, is a very good friend.
Brad Nerfley.
You know, Ryan, who took, not Solowski, but Ryan, and I'm not going to say her last name because I'm going to mess it up, who took second place overall.
Beat
again.
me in the final round in
Yes.
a great game.
Yep. So a lot of good people there that we knew, and I mean, really, we just had a great time.
We did, and thanks to Brendan Franz and all the organizers for that event. So I will talk about my list real quick.
Okay.
I'm going to be honest. I brought Palpatine because I heard he was trash.
And
He competes.
there you go.
Okay, I didn't win the tournament. I wasn't expecting to. This was my first competitive event, really. But in every game, he competed. Lost to John Griffin in round 1. And, you know, that was a dice roll at the end, or I could have won. John came in 5th with a great tournament result. And then won my next 3 games, and then lost against the guy who came in 2nd. So
Not a bad record to go out on.
it's an interesting list. I got the Royal Guard, who were clutch in this game here with some awesome saves.
No kidding.
Palpatine can put a hurting on people when he needs to, and those shore troopers with the officer, I'm a big fan of it.
Yeah, I think that was a big mistake on my part. Was I left them untouched for way too long. You really got to chip away at them as early as humanly possible, and I missed out on the opportunity, I think, to put some damage in on them early, and reduce those numbers before those pools could really hit me.
Didn't get to see too much from the Ion Snows. They tend to go quickly in my games because they are a threat, especially the droid players. They make sure they get rid of those. And a nice scout sniper team is a cheap activation. And they came in handy this game as they charged headlong into that middle objective to help secure the victory. So talk about your list, because people really want to know about the droids.
Yeah, I really have a lot of fun with the droid list that I'm running right now. I've been playing with it since, August when I had an opportunity to do so. Grievous, a lot of games. We bring up a war corgi.
I heard we need to feature the corgis on the channel.
There
more,
you go. So Grievous did a great job at getting in there all day and messing things up. He is indeed the core of that list. His 1-pip usually puts out a ton of damage and a ton of suppression, especially when you set it up correctly and you force scenarios where your opponent has to deal with that. So, Grievous, again, top core of the list, however you want to put it, did very well for me over the weekend. And really, the way that the list works well is when it all hits at a wave. So, you got Grievous who initiates that wave with his 1-pip, and then when the next part of the list, the B1s, hits at the same time, and then the last part of the list, the Droideka, hits. It really can be a lot for an opponent to deal with, and, I think on one of my 1-pip turns, versus when I played Casey, I believe I handed out close to 20 suppression.
Wow.
Not just from the 1-pip, but from the army crashing at the same time. So the 6 B1s, again, the E5Cs, very consistent, help get a little extra damage in. And then the rockets can also help push a good amount of damage through. And of course, the HQ uplinks, as you saw in that game, critical to getting great control of my army. I had full control, I think 4 out of 6 turns.
Yeah.
There was only 2 turns when I had a mixed bag.
I beat you one time.
Yeah.
But
hey, that's a 100% record. And you also got to see...
I meant beat you not in the game.
Oh.
I meant activation control. We're both a little punchy after 2 full days of Legion and not much sleep.
It has been a long weekend. But anyway, and then of course to round out the list, the Droidekas. You got to see the link targeting arrays in action this time. Again, it really helps keep that damage to be consistent. Go Corgi, go. And they did a good job, and it all works really well together. It's very efficient, I think.
And a lot of fun. It was a fun list to play against. The droids do a lot of damage, but at the same time, when you shoot at them, they tend to go down. And kind of like orcs if you played 40k. And just a fun army to play, because even if you're losing, you feel like you're doing stuff.
Yeah, and I was actually a Tyranid player in another life for a long time, for about 13 years or so. I had been playing them, and a lot of this feels very familiar. As far as having your cheap horde of droids backed up by some quality centerpieces, it really does make for a fun combo.
It was a blast. So, anything you want to plug before we wrap this up and go get some pizza?
Oh yeah, can't wait. There's been a lot going on recently. I've had a lot that I've been trying to move on with and push through to kind of get to that next stage. I can tease that there's a lot to look forward to coming here in the future from myself and a couple others, and the Legion tournament circuit, which is growing here pretty soon. And I'll be able to focus on that now that some other commitments are out of the way. But I will say that I am quite excited to mention that
we're gonna go with announce
that myself and a couple people that you might be familiar with were actually asked by Fantasy Flight Games to write a series of articles.
Okay, I was worried there you were going to tell me that the 5th Trooper had picked you up for the network, the LTC. I'm still waiting for some contact there.
Well,
the only property still independent at this point.
LTC actually is partnered with 5th Trooper, and Jay made the logo, so it's kind of funny that you say that. It was a mutual thing. It's not a hostile merger like you're implying. But, so anyway, we are excited to write some articles here for you soon. FFG really has done a good job of trying to foster that relationship between the community and keep us all informed, and we are more than excited to do that for you here as the rest of this competitive year develops. We're at a year and 9 months now of Legion existing. That's not much time at all. And to see the fact that we have LVO coming up in January with essentially 2 Grand Championships, 128 people registered for that. Not that I'm excited. And then that feeding into what's probably going to be 128 player worlds after the 8-person that it was last year. I mean, it really is a great time to be part of the game. The community is growing all the time, and I do appreciate efforts by content creators like yourself to support us with that, because it really does go a long way in grabbing the community. Everybody's got a niche, and you might not like war corgis, but somebody does.
Who doesn't like corgis?
I don't know. John was waving his hand back there, so probably him.
Probably
I don't know.
not.
Maybe he's a cat guy. But I, on the other hand, greatly appreciate what you do here for us. So
Everyone who likes having their toes licked likes corgis. But thank you. It's. So I'll tell you real quickly. I used to film 40K battle reports, and we used to have fun doing that. And then Dan Adams from Pena Minis sent me the Legion Corps box set just over a year ago now, probably 13 months. And as soon as I opened that thing up and saw the contents and the models and read the rules, and I was hooked. So it has been a fun ride for this last 13 months. We are continuing to produce some great content now that we're back in St. Louis, and it's been a pleasure having you on.
yeah, it was great to come on, play a game, lose in the final turn, whatever. Not I'm salty or anything.
Yeah.
And of course, play with everybody in St. Louis this weekend. Because again, can't understate Warfare was just solid. I mean, that's the best way to put it.
Yeah.
I felt like last year, LVO, I tried as much flash as I possibly could shove into that. And those of you that went, I mean, may agree with me. But I so appreciated the solid quality tournament that Brendan ran for us this weekend. I mean, that's what you want. That's what you want to see. And we had new people. I talked to, I think 2 out of my 5 opponents had not been to a tournament before.
No wonder you went 4-1.
We're not mentioning that. And, this was your first official one in the States. So, the fact that people can come to this community and see that kind of high quality tournament is important.
Everyone I played had a great time. I don't think anybody didn't. So it's just testament to the great game FFG has given us and the great community that we have managed to build together. So, all right, that's going to wrap it up for the War Corgi channel. I really appreciate having you on, brother.
Of course.
5th Trooper Network.
All right. Yeah, it's okay. He's probably going there soon. Who knows?
Nah.
All right.
I just want the offer.
Yeah, like Alex and Luke said, stay fresh, cheese bags.
Whoa.